Foundation issues. We're in Houston, Texas. Foundation issues, they say that our soil is built on gumbo, and foundation issues and foundation negotiation can really, really help you win big for your clients on both sides, seller and buyer. If you do this the right way, I'm going to talk to you about the buyer side. Hold tight. You're going to want to hear this information. Once again, I'm Ozzy Ramirez. I'm with the AskOzzy.com real estate team and AEA Realty and AEA Coaching. I love helping agents succeed. So let's get on to the topic at hand. This is negotiating foundation repairs on a property for your client. We're going to talk about representing buyers right now. So you're already in contract. You send an inspector out. Inspector says foundation has issues. Most real estate agents know at this point buyers could freak out and want to back out. I get that. That could be what they do. Hopefully you calm them down and bring it in. If it's a situation that can be fixed and can benefit them and get them a really good house at a really good price and get the foundation repaired and done right, you may not want to walk away from that. I, as an investor, have actually bought a lot of properties that have had foundation issues, and I've got really good deals because everybody else is afraid of it. I'm not afraid. I know that in the city of Houston or in the Houston area, you either have had foundation problems, you have foundation problems, or you will have foundation problems. That's the way this works. We're built on gumbo. Things shift a lot. Foundation issues are gonna come about at some point or another in the lifetime, almost every house that you live in Houston or the greater Houston area. So now we gotta know how to deal with it. So most real estate agents get the inspection report. It says there's foundation issues. They send it over with an amendment and say, please repair foundation issues. Well, I will tell you, I think that could cause problems. As a heavy listing agent, this is the way I see it. Number one, I'm going to get a foundation engineer to go and check the foundation. Let's say the buyer's agent has brought it over. It's now triggered something in me in this property. I get a foundation and I get a structural engineer. Let's be clear on that. Structural engineer. Most of you guys just get a foundation company out there. Okay? You call Joe Bob Foundation. There's Allied, there's Anchor, there's tons of foundation companies out here, right? You get them out. Who do they send to the property? It's not an engineer. They send salespeople. So they're going to send a salesperson out to the property. What is a salesperson's job? It's in their name. Their job is to sell you. Yeah, they try to go around and measure it and give you the best idea, but they want you to get peers on this house because that's how they get paid. They're a salesperson. With a structural engineer, yes, it's going to cost you probably $400 or $600 to get them out there. But once they get out there, they're not getting paid based on the pier, how many piers, not having piers, whatever. They may come out and say, you know what? I measured everything. I know this structure. I understand how this foundation is put together. This is a cable lock system or whatever it is. They may come out and say this is a post-tension system. This is good to go. It's actually just shifted the way it's supposed to. There are no issues. Put their structural engineer stamp on it and say, you're awesome. We're done. They may come out and do a drawing of the property and tell you exactly where the piers are supposed to be. They tell you need piers. Let's say it needs 15 piers. The cool thing about that, so me as a seller or me as a listing agent, I could take that structural engineer's report with that diagram, and I don't have to get salespeople for the foundation companies out. What I usually just have to do, and they'll accept it, is I take that drawing of the foundation, the piers. I'm going to send that to the different foundation companies that I trust and say, please give me an estimate of what it's going to take based on this structural engineer's report on these piers and what it's going to cost to get this done. And they'll send you usually back their own report with their own drawing that matches yours that says what it'll cost to get that done. You can get 3 or 4 different people really, really quickly, different estimates. So now you have the engineer's report and estimates of what it'll cost to do that work according to an engineer. And you can go back to the buyer's agent, or if you do it as a buyer's agent, you can go to the seller's agent and say, this is realistic stuff. This is not something we're playing around. This is not salespeople telling us what they believe we should do. An actual structural engineer put this together. These are the invoices. What do you want to do? And at that point, now honestly, with that structural engineer's report and the foundation reports, that seller's got to make a decision, or that buyer's got to make a decision based on real facts and data. And that's usually how you can get a really good deal on a property. You can get them to negotiate to pay for the piers. You can get the piers installed before closing. You can get it done after closing, depending on your loan and your situation. Or you can get that stamp with that clean bill of health. I will tell you, if you do get the structural engineer and then you get the foundation report and the work gets done, get the structural engineer to come back out again and recertify and put their stamp that says this foundation is doing as it is intended to do, because that can really help with any future financing, any loans. It really helps you to clear that foundation issue out of anybody's mind and remove it, because a structural engineer with that stamp, they're licensed in the state of Texas. Really, I don't know anybody who's going to go against that. I don't know any buyer, any agent, any other structural engineer, or any foundation company or mortgage company that's going to have a problem with that. It's the best way to be 100%, do the hard work, and take care of that foundation the way that it's supposed to. It can benefit you on both sides if you play your cards right, but this is one of my greatest tips I can give you on foundations and making sure you approach it the right way. Hope this helps. Love you guys. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.